College coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Dom Capers. Dom Capers. Dom Capers. Dom Capers.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now Jones. And this is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing Jones. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Dragon 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 29, Jones able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad. Up we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Graham Gano on for the field goal on 23-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Let's go now.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Rig alert, 19 Lions. Ready?
Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And the Washington first down.
19-18. Crack 80. Ready.
Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Check, hurt.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Come on.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd and 2. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
Ready.
Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
70 Lions, Buffalo 18.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Great.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Check smash, go, Reed, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to 60, back to 60. Hey, check that, street. Ready.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Check, Bobcat, check, Big Lion.
And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 8.
The score, Commanders 14, Giants 6.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Gold Cyclone! Gold Cyclone! Gold Cutter! Gold Cutter! Gold!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch made by Slayton. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A third down gain of 19.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Commanders 41, Giants 6. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Jones looking to change the play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Jones on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the Commanders' 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones.
He connects with Hyatt. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt,
49 yards.
And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Up the middle with Eckler.
Down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Come on, come on.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
Magnum 60. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ready, ready?
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
79 Broncos. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 75 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Ready?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready?
Eckler. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Full, that got in there to bring him down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Great.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So a victory here for the Commanders, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory.